Hello and welcome to another story time. Today we are going to read Show Me the Honey, and it's written by Tish Rabe and illustrated by Christopher Maroney. But before we read, let's look at the cover and let's predict what we think the story is going to be about. The title, Show Me the Honey, we have the word honey in there. And then what animal or insect do you see on the cover? What insect do you see? Not the cat. Don't look at the cat, the tall cat. So you see the bee, right? So there are a lot of bees here. And even the boy and the girl are dressed like bees, right? Okay. Where are they standing? The boy, the girl, the cat, the queen bee. They're standing on flowers, right? Okay. So they're standing on flowers. And so what do you think might happen in this story? Because look at our title, Show Me the Honey. So do you think the bees are going to show the boy and the girl the way to the honey? Or do you think the bees will show the boy and the girl how honey is made? What do you think? Well, let's read and find out. Are you ready? Here we go. This morning, said Nick, I'd like honey on toast. That is the breakfast that I like the most. Me too, said Sally. But I'm sorry to say, it looks like we're all out of honey today. So you will notice as we read this book is a rhyming book. Where are the boy and the girl? In what room? What room is this called in the house? So in your home, you have this too. Kitchen, right? So here's the kitchen. So here, what do we do in the kitchen? We cook in the kitchen, right? And we can eat in the kitchen too. So they're eating in the kitchen. And Nick, the boy, he wants honey toast. But what did Sally tell him? No more honey, right? And you can see she's looking into the jar. Sally, Nick said, your joke isn't funny. I can't eat my breakfast if we're out of honey. So he needs honey. How are they going to get more honey? What do you think? Is there more in the kitchen? Will they look in the kitchen for more honey? Let's find out. Did someone say honey? Cried the cat. What a treat! It's gloppy and sloppy and sticky and sweet. I love it on pancakes, all fluffy and hot. Please pour me a bit of the honey you've got. So here, this cat, so that's the cat in the hat, he has all these fluffy pancakes. And he heard them say honey, so he also wants honey on his pancakes. Do you like honey on your pancakes? It's all gone, said Nick. Is there some in your hat? Oh dear, said the cat. No, I do not have that. But I have something else, a special invitation to Queen Priscilla Buzzo's Dance All Day celebration. She is queen of the bees and her parties are great, but we've got to hurry or we will be late. So all three of them want honey for their breakfast. So what are they going to do? Where are they going to go? So the cat said he has an invitation. So he's been invited or asked if he wants to come to somewhere. Whose dance all day celebration? Yeah, Queen Priscilla Buzzo. So let's see who Queen Priscilla Buzzo is. There's one problem, said Sally. Look here and you'll see. To go to the party, you must be a bee. Okay, so this party is for bees only. So what are they going to do? What do you think they will do? Do you remember back to the cover? Remember looking at the cover of the book? The cat, the boy, and the girl, they were dressed like what? Bees, right? Do you think they're going to dress up like bees? Let's see. Don't worry, the cat said. I know what to do. This is a job for thing 1 and thing 2. So the two things ran in, and the cat asked them, please do something to make us fit in with the bees. So here are his two helpers, thing 1 and thing 2. And he is asking them to help them what? Why do they need their help? To help them fit in with the bees. So that means to help them look like the bees so they don't stand out. In a flash, those two things, with their usual knack, striped the kids and the cat with yellow and black. So here the cat got a yellow and black striped hat and a bow, and the boy and the girl have stripes on their shirts. And they just painted them. I can't believe it, said Nick. I look just like a bee. This is something that I never thought I would see. Okay, so now they're ready. Do they look like bees? Sure. Here we go. Let's see if they go to the party. We're off, said the cat. We will meet Queen Buzzo. We'll meet her and greet her and dance with her too. Push the shrink-a-madoodle, if you would, please. It will shrink us down to the size of the bees. So the shrink-a-madoodle is a machine, and it's going to let them make themselves bigger or smaller. Smaller, right? Because they need to be the size of the bees, because right now they are too big and they cannot go to the party like that. We'll fly past the ladybugs and wave to the birds, who will sing us some songs that don't have any words. We will soar, and what's more, we will dip and we'll dive through a hole in a tree and down into the hive. Okay, so you know where does the honeybee live? So the bees live in a hive, right? Yeah, so that's where they're going. They're off to the hive. They got to the party a few minutes late and were stopped by two bees who were guarding the gate. Excuse me, one said. Where is your invitation to Queen Priscilla Buzzo's Dance All Day celebration? Here it is, Sally said. The bee said, go in. The special bee dance is about to begin. So did the bees notice that that the boy, the girl, and the cat were not bees? No. I guess they think they're bees because they let them into the celebration. Nick and Sally, the cat said, let me introduce you to the queen of the bees, Queen Priscilla Buzzo. Hello, said the queen. Welcome to my hive. My party just started at 5:15. So 5:15 is 5:15. Your beeness, Nick said. I'd like to thank you. This is the first party of bees I've been to. So there, we see who is that bee. She is the queen bee. Yes, she's the queen bee. She has the crown and she has the wings. Then they heard buzzing, and in front of the throne, one worker bee started to dance all alone. She zigged and she zagged, then she wiggled and waggled. So this bee here is starting to dance. She slipped and she slid, and she jiggled and jaggled. She swirled and she twirled with a buzz and a spin. And then, what's going to happen now? What do you think? More and more bees began to join in. So now what are they doing? They're all dancing. Yeah, so they're at the celebration. So they're celebrating. Soon all the bees were dancing and twirling. Wings and antenna were swinging and swirling. Then Sally and Nick began to dance too. Beautiful, cried Queen Priscilla Bazoo. So they're all dancing in front of the queen. Oh, the queen is such a big bee. Watch the bees, said the cat, and you'll get a surprise. They aren't just dancing to get exercise. Okay, so the cat is saying they aren't just dancing for fun. There's a reason why they are dancing. So what do you think they are dancing for? Let's read and find out. The first bee that danced, Sally said. Let me guess. She was showing them something. The cat cried out, yes. So what Sally said was the first bee who was dancing. So she was signaling or showing something to the other bees. Her dance showed something bees need to survive. Where to find nectar to bring to the hive. They get nectar from flowers. It's sticky and sweet. They use it to make the sweet honey they eat. What do the bees bring back to the hive? They get it from the flower. It's sweet and they drink it up. Yeah, nectar. So they bring this nectar back to their hive. And they use the nectar to make honey. Good job. Her special bee dance lets the other bees know where to find flowers and which way to go. Can we help them? Asked Sally. The cat said, Indeed, we can follow and help them find nectar they need. So where are the bees going now? They're marching to where? To flowers, right? To find honey? No, to find nectar. Yeah. To the thingamajigger. Get ready to fly. Hold on to your hats and we'll take to the sky. Let's go, said Nick. If we hurry, we'll see how bees make honey. How hard could it be? So when he said, how hard could it be? Maybe he thinks it's not too difficult to make honey. Maybe the bees will show us. Let's see. So they flew with the bees and slurped nectar from flowers, then returned to the hive in a couple of hours. At the hive, they spit nectar into combs where it dried. Soon, all those combs had sweet honey inside. So this, you see where they're using, we'll just call it a straw, and they're spitting honey into this comb, and this honey will then dry. In these combs, the queen said, we store honey away. This is fun, Sally cried. I could do this all day. So the queen is telling them this is where we keep the honey. And then when they need it, they can have it. Next, we must cover the comb, said the queen. This protects the honey and helps keep it clean. I like honey, said Nick. I like honey a lot, but making it is much more work than I thought. So remember, when they got in the thingamajigger, Nick said, how hard can it be to make honey? So, is it hard to make honey? Does making honey need a lot of work? Yeah, so now Nick knows, honey is not easy to make. It's late, said the cat, and it's time we must go. But we'll come back to visit you all soon, I know. So long, buzzed the bees, and be sure to come back anytime you want honey to eat for a snack. Back home, they all opened their gifts from the queen, more jars of honey than they'd ever seen. The note said Sally, we want to give you the world's sweetest honey from the hive of Buzzoo. I liked meeting the queen and flying through trees, but what I like most, Nick said. What do you think Nick is going to say? What did he like most? Was dancing with bees. This is a very interesting story. So where did the boy and the girl, so the story started in the beginning. They were eating breakfast or pancakes and the bread, and they didn't have any honey, right? Yeah, they didn't have any honey. And then they ended up going on an adventure to, where did they go? Yeah, to the bee dance, or where do the bees live? In a hive. So they went to the beehive. And they also learned how, so they learned where the bees get the nectar. And then they learned that they use that nectar to make the honey. And is honey easy to make or difficult? Yeah, it's difficult to make and it takes a lot of time. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the story today and see you next time for reading time. Bye bye.